The letter B in NMB stands for building. NMB is a type of non-metallic sheathed cable that is commonly used for residential electrical wiring. It is designed for use in dry locations. NMB can be installed in walls, ceilings, and other concealed spaces. The B designation is used to differentiate NMB from other types of NM cable. Examples of these other types are NMC, which stands for communications, and NMD, which stands for drywall. Each type of NM cable has different properties. Each type of NM cable is designed for different applications. In the National Electrical Code, NMB is referred to simply as NM cable. The B designation is not explicitly mentioned in the National Electrical Code. However, it is understood that NMB is the most common type of NM cable used in residential construction. Other wire types that have a letter designation include THHN, THWN, XHHW, and RHH. THHN stands for thermoset, high heat resistant nylon coated. THWN stands for thermoset, heat and moisture resistant nylon coated. XHHW stands for cross-linked polyethylene, heat and moisture resistant. RHH stands for rubber insulated, heat resistant. The letter designation indicates the type of insulation used in the wire. Different types of insulation have different properties. These properties include heat resistance, moisture resistance, and flexibility. When selecting wire for a specific application, it's crucial to consider the ampacity of the conductor and the insulation's temperature rating. The ampacity refers to the maximum current, measured in amps, that a conductor can carry continuously without exceeding its temperature rating. The National Electrical Code provides tables that specify the allowable ampacities for different wire types and sizes, taking into account factors like the ambient temperature and the number of current-carrying conductors in a raceway or cable. For example, National Electrical Code Table 310.15b16 lists the ampacities for conductors insulated with various materials such as THHN, THWN, and XHHW, based on the size and temperature rating. The temperature rating of the insulation indicates the maximum temperature, measured in degrees Celsius, that the conductor can withstand without degrading the insulation. It's essential to choose a wire with a temperature rating that is suitable for the operating environment. For instance, if a wire is installed in a hot location, such as near a furnace or in direct sunlight, a wire with a high temperature rating, like THHN, may be necessary. In addition to ampacity and temperature rating, the National Electrical Code also specifies other requirements for wire selection, such as the type of insulation required for different applications and the minimum size of conductors for various circuits. For example, National Electrical Code Section 310.10c requires that conductors be insulated for the voltage of the circuit. National Electrical Code Section 210.19a specifies the minimum size of conductors for branch circuits based on the ampacity of the overcurrent protection device. Understanding these requirements is crucial for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical installations. When working with electrical wiring, it's always essential to consult the National Electrical Code and follow all applicable safety regulations. This includes wearing appropriate personal protective equipment such as gloves and eye protection, and energizing circuits before working on them. It's also important to have a thorough understanding of electrical principles and practices to avoid making mistakes that could lead to electrical shock or fire. If you're unsure about any aspect of electrical wiring, it's always best to consult with a qualified electrician. They can provide expert guidance and ensure that the work is done safely and correctly. Remember, electricity is a powerful force that can be dangerous if not handled properly. By following safety precautions and adhering to the National Electrical Code, you can help protect yourself and others from electrical hazards. In residential wiring, NMB cable is frequently used for branch circuits that supply power to lighting fixtures, receptacles, and appliances. The size of the conductor, such as 14 American wire gauge or 12 American wire gauge, depends on the ampacity required for the circuit. For example, a 15 amp circuit typically uses 14 American wire gauge wire, while a 20 amp circuit typically uses 12 American wire gauge wire. The number of conductors within the NMB cable also varies depending on the application. A typical NMB cable for a 120 volts branch circuit contains 3 conductors: a black wire, which is the hot conductor, a white wire, which is the neutral conductor, and a bare green wire, which is the grounding conductor. For a 240 volt circuit, such as for an electric range or dryer, the NMB cable may contain 4 conductors, 2 hot wires, a neutral wire, and a grounding wire. When installing NMB cable, it's essential to follow the National Electrical Code requirements for support and protection. The cable must be secured to the building structure at intervals specified in the National Electrical Code, typically every 4.5 feet. The cable must also be protected from physical damage where it passes through framing members or other obstructions. This can be achieved by using cable staples or by running the cable through conduit. In addition to NMB cable, other types of wiring methods are commonly used in residential construction. These include electrical metallic tubing, flexible metal conduit, and armored cable. Electrical metallic tubing is a rigid metal conduit that provides excellent protection for conductors. Flexible metal conduit is a flexible metal raceway that is often used for connecting equipment to electrical boxes. Armored cable, also known as BX cable, is a type of cable that has a flexible metal sheath for protection. The choice of wiring method depends on various factors, such as the type of construction, the environment, and the National Electrical Code requirements. When working with any type of electrical wiring, it's crucial to follow the manufacturer's instructions and the National Electrical Code. This will help ensure that the installation is safe and compliant with applicable regulations. If you're not comfortable working with electrical wiring, it's always best to hire a qualified electrician. They have the knowledge, skills, and experience to do the job safely and correctly. In commercial and industrial settings, different types of wire and cable are used depending on the specific application. For example, THHN wire is commonly used in conduit for power distribution circuits. THWN wire is often used in wet locations such as underground or in damp environments. XHHW wire is a versatile type of wire that can be used in both dry and wet locations. The size of the conductor and the type of insulation must be selected based on the ampacity requirements and the environmental conditions. In addition to single conductor wires, multi-conductor cables are also commonly used in commercial and industrial applications. These cables may contain multiple conductors for power, control, and signaling circuits. The conductors are typically insulated with different colors to identify their function. For example, a 3-conductor cable for a 480 volts motor circuit may contain a black wire for phase A, a red wire for phase B, and a blue wire for phase C, with a green wire for grounding. When installing wire and cable in commercial and industrial settings, it's essential to follow the National Electrical Code requirements for raceways, supports, and terminations. Raceways, such as conduit and cable trays, are used to protect and support the conductors. Supports, such as cable ties and clamps, are used to secure the conductors to the building structure. Terminations, such as connectors and lugs, are used to connect the conductors to equipment and devices. Proper installation techniques are crucial for ensuring the safety and reliability of the electrical system. In hazardous locations, such as those containing flammable gases or vapors, special types of wire and cable are required. These wires and cables are designed to prevent the ignition of explosive atmospheres. They are typically constructed with a heavy-duty jacket and seal fittings to prevent the ingress of flammable substances. The National Electrical Code contains specific requirements for wiring in hazardous locations, which must be followed to ensure safety. In addition to the types of wire and cable discussed above, there are many other specialized types of wiring products available for specific applications. These include fiber optic cable for data transmission, coaxial cable for video signals, and instrumentation cable for control systems. The selection of the appropriate wiring product depends on the specific requirements of the application. It's important to consult with a qualified electrical engineer or contractor to ensure that the correct wiring products are selected and installed. When working with any type of electrical wiring, it's essential to prioritize safety. Always de-energize circuits before working on them and use appropriate personal protective equipment. If you're not comfortable working with electrical wiring, it's always best to hire a qualified electrician. They have the knowledge, skills, and experience to do the job safely and correctly. The information provided here is for general educational purposes only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer for specific guidance on electrical wiring and installations. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous, and it's essential to take all necessary precautions to protect yourself and others from electrical hazards. By following safety guidelines and adhering to the National Electrical Code, you can help ensure the safety and reliability of electrical systems. Understanding the different types of wire and cable and their applications is essential for anyone working in the electrical industry. This knowledge allows you to select the appropriate wiring products for each application and to install them safely and correctly. By staying up to date on the latest electrical codes and standards, you can ensure that your work meets the highest standards of safety and quality. In conclusion, the letter designations for wire and cable provide valuable information about their properties and applications. By understanding these designations, you can select the appropriate wiring products for each job and ensure that they are installed safely and correctly. Always consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer for specific guidance on electrical wiring and installations. Always prioritize safety and follow all applicable codes and standards.